What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Galway back once again for another Bogan Reacts. This time I'm going to be reacting to someone different. I tell a lie, it's Dave. I'm going back to Dave again. This guy has really caught my attention, and honestly all I want to do right now is react to Dave. I feel like he's someone he's this enigmatic character, and he's speaking about some pretty confronting issues. He's almost like the UK's answer to Tupac. Like, when you look at what Tupac was doing before he was shot and killed by a Suge Knight, we all know it was Suge. He was changing the world. He was changing the world through his music. He's got some of the most influential hip-hop tracks of all time. Changes, Brenda's Got a Baby, Dear Mama. Like, Tupac, without a doubt, is the king of telling a story. And I feel like Dave is, honestly, the UK's answer to that. So, I'm going to jump straight into it. I have been kind of getting a little bit too wordy with my intro rows as of late, so let's just jump straight into it. Dave, this is question time. I have been recommended this by a couple of different people, and I feel like it's one that I should check out. There are a couple of other reactions already up on YouTube, which tells me that it's something that people want to see, so I'm going to jump straight into it. Dave, question time. Let's get this done. 7-minute video as well.
Question for the new Prime Minister. How do you have a heart so sinister? How are we so wasteful when people are dying in Somalia, Afghanistan, Egypt, Libya? The irony is we have no business.
Okay. Okay, this is what we're doing. This is the path we're going down. He's questioning his Prime Minister. Talking about, why are we attacking other countries? Oh man, this is gonna be confronting as well. I'm ready. I'm strapped in. Let's go.
In Syria, but kids are getting killed for all the business in Syria, and then they try and tell you that it's ISIS. In their attempts at killing it, how many civilians died? So what's the difference between us and them? When you got drones killing kids just touching 10, then
oh shit. Okay, I need to readjust. Stop my seat from falling backwards. This is gonna be fucked. This is going to be one of the most confronting songs I've ever heard. I can already tell it. He's talking about drones killing kids and innocents in Syria, in Afghanistan, in Iran, which they have been doing. Oh, shit.
And when a bomb goes off, every politician them. When you got drones killing kids just touching 10. Then when a bomb goes off, every politician's lost like that last strike. It didn't kill 100 men. You ain't the same as them. But all that fuel for the fire is what you gave to them and what you take from them.
All that fuel to the fire is what you gave to them. 100%. 100%. America, UK, even our own country, us attacking them has made them hate us, which then in turn makes them hate us and want to attack us more. It's a vicious cycle that just continues and it repeats. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I need to stop pausing, but I can't not. When this is what the subject matter of this song is, question time. Holy dooly, he's going to be asking some heavy shit.
All my life I know my mum's been working, in and out of nursing, struggling, hurting. I just find it fucked that the government is struggling to care for a person that cares for a person. So where's the discussion on wages and budgets, how they made them redundant? When I was a young'un, the letters in her car said my mum was overdraft, but somehow I still had dinner money in my pocket. And even the little things like ordering pizza were probably the reason for overtime in the evening. 5 till 10, 6 hours of sleeping for 22 years. My mum was doing it cleaning, dreaming that her kids would have a better life.
Oh man. Dave is quickly becoming probably one of my favorite artists of all time, and I have only heard 3 songs by him. Every single song by him so far has been fucking ridiculous. This is my favorite style of hip hop by an absolute country mile. Storytelling. And he's not just telling a story, he's telling his life. Oh, fuck me.
Life, go in bed at night, struggling with getting by. That's the reality for millions of people in a nation where a lot of us were looking for a second try. A question for the new Prime Minister, and please tell me if I'm being narrow-minded, but how do we spend so much money on defence and weapons to wage war when the NHS is dying, bursting at the seams? And what about the
Oh my god. I can't keep talking.
and weapons to wage
I'm gonna let this keep rolling, but holy fuck. Holy fuck, that's all I can say.
war when the NHS is dying, bursting at the seams? And what about the people that voted for us to leave for the money that it would see? 350 million we give to the EU every week that our health service needs. But now them politicians got what they wanted. Can you see an empty promise or a poster on the street? Nurses in tears because they're working every hour of the week and they still don't have the money that they need. You brought the heart of the nation to its knees.
I don't need to say anything. He's doing all the talking for me right now, but I feel that. I work 6 days a week, you know, sometimes 50, 60 hours a week, and it still feels like it's not enough. Ah, man.
Underpaid, understaffed, overworked and overseen by people who can't ever understand how it feels to live life like you and me. Patients lying in the corridors because doctors can't even find a bed for them to sleep. I remember A&E and all them sickening screams of a little girl waiting for a surgeon to be seen. Privatised healthcare, guns for police, increased uni fees. Is this what they're selling us? Or let me remind you, just in case you've forgotten, that we live in Great Britain, not in Donald Trump's America. Speaking of America...
He's taking shots at Trump as well. I fucking love this dude, man. I love this dude so much.
Stating the president that we live in Great Britain, not in Donald Trump's America. Speaking of America, stating the president, with all due respect, I've got something to say to them. I just find it funny you can't give a hand to Palestine, but you can trade whole arms with Saudi Arabia.
Oh my god. I have goosebumps right now. I shit you not. I have fucking goosebumps. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. That's one of the best lines I have ever heard. I'm not overhyping. I'm not trying to oversell this. That right there, that is one of the best play on words I've ever fucking heard. I literal goosebumps. I wish you could see.
Of America, stating the president, with all due respect, I've got something to say to them. I just find it funny you can't give a hand to Palestine, but you can trade whole arms with Saudi Arabia. Whew. Look, I got a question for the new Prime Minister. At Grenfell Tower, your response was ridiculous. You hid like a coward. But
can someone please fill me in what Grenfell Tower is? I don't know what he's talking about right here. I feel like it might be a fire and people were trapped in it, and it was because they just used some shitty... I don't know what they used, it was shitty, but I have a feeling. I think it was paint or something, and it was flammable. Please fill me in, down in the comments below.
Behind your 5 million... Grenfell Tower, your response was ridiculous. You hid like a coward behind your 5 million. Dodged responsibility and acted like you're innocent. And I can see you're terrified. You're not good at telling lies. I'm getting why you stay away from everything that's televised. You look like a robot and you don't speak with any life. It feels to me like any guy in press could have said them lines. Imagine going to the council for the safety of your block and you got kids but they're ignoring you at every time. Everyone who knew about that cladding should really be going prison under rule.
It was cladding. Yeah, it was a fire, and the cladding was flammable. I remember this. I do remember this, sorry. I tell a lie.
You at every time. Everyone who knew about that cladding should really be going prison under rule of joint enterprise. But if it ain't a little kid with a knife, I bet that judge is going easy when he's giving him time. They don't deserve to be free. Any builder MP that knew about the conditions but did it to save cheese. When I listened to
100%. Completely agree with that. 1,000,000%. Fucking lock them up.
the things that the residents had seen, I was so shocked I couldn't even speak. Families, they know that had died in their sleep. How you choke on the smoke when you're struggling to breathe. The glow from the fire, the panic when you hear all the sirens, the crackling, the popping and the muffled out screams. The fear in the eyes of a man that was trapped who jumped 15 floors from the tower to the street. I could only
That's the second time in this song I've got goosebumps. Oh, holy fuck.
Only hear a fraction of the pain and the grief. Closing my eyes, trying hard not to cry at the joy and relief in the face of a man when a woman from the flat said his neighbor was alive. No help from the council in keeping any list or the people that survived, his neighbors and peers. And for that whole meeting I could see that he was trying, so his smile was an island in a sea full of tears. Look, I got a message for our old Prime Minister David Cameron. I mean, you fucked us, resigned and
That's a name drop. David Cameron doesn't give a fuck.
old Prime Minister David Cameron. I mean, you fucked us, resigned and sneaked out the firing line. I wanna know how you managed it. And are you bathing in the sun while them papers have a run at the woman that you left here to handle it? You gonna teach a little lad to be the man that's got a plan, and then the moment that it fails to abandon it? Are there bullies in his school? And when you pick him up after class, can you feel his embarrassment? I mean, you never gave a fuck about the youth, and that's the truth. There's no sympathy for you or your cabinet. I really wish I could have seen how you were scrambling when you lost the referendum that you had to win. I feel like politicians are all addicts in a big fat game, but it's lives that you gamble with. I've got a question.
Oh, fuck! Three times now. Goosebumps again. Oh my god. Dude, this is... You're addicts, and it's lives that you're gambling with. Holy fucking shit.
Politicians are all addicts in a big fat game, but it's lives that you gamble with. I've got a question for the leader of the Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn. Where do you want to take the country to? Honestly, I want to put my trust in you, but you can understand why if I got trust issues. Do you really have the faith of your party? Do you really have faith in the party that will come with you? And how do you plan on keeping all the promises? Man, if I'm being honest, sir, I'm struggling to get with it. I just ain't getting it.
I just want to point out how fucking slick this cinematography is. It's so simple as well. That camera change just then, just with his fist, and he palms it across. It's beautiful. And the fact that this is so simple, there's not a whole lot going on in the background. The primary focus is on Dave and the message that he's trying to tell. And that, to me, is fucking incredible. It's so simple, but it's so effective because the words and the message, the image is being painted by his words, which is, it's so hard to do. And this might be one of the greatest. This might, in fact, be the most confronting song I have ever heard. And when I don't even know how to put this into words, what I'm feeling right now, but I'm feeling genuinely speechless again. And it's at the hands of this man again. That's twice.
Everybody's great until you get them into office, and then guys start forgetting things. Prove to us you're different. Don't promise me anything. Go and get justice for a Sean Charles and Edison. And if you haven't had the thought to vote yet or protest because you don't really see the progress, I hope you know that what they're saying is affecting us. The small steps are way better than no steps.
Okay, I'm at a loss for words. What I just was part of. I feel genuinely ashamed of myself for not hearing this earlier. That is hands down the probably most confronting song I've ever heard. I've listened to Brenda's Got a Baby a dozen times, and this touching light on so many different subjects while at the same time being so fucking relevant. I had goosebumps 3 times in that song. Not once, not twice, 3 times. I have nothing left to say. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Not ridiculous, the most incredible thing I've ever heard. Ridiculous is such a bad word for that. That's fucking incredible. And I think Dave right now is, just from the 3 songs I've heard, just the 3 songs, I think he's the most revolutionary hip hop artist alive right now. I can't wait to listen to more. Holy shit. That was Dave, question time. I've been Bogan Reacts. Go away. As always, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I got nothing else to say. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.